Hello and welcome back to another session of our Summer for Success series. Today our guest speaker I'm very proud to have is Dr. Nelson Ultimorano. He received his doctorate in International Economic Policy and Management at UCSD. He's been with National University since 2008, starting as an adjunct, and is now currently the director of the BBA program since 2014. He has taught in Japan, Peru, and as well as Colombia, and he has published numerous articles and has received multiple awards. His research focuses on technological transfers to the aircraft industry in Brazil and the integration of the teaching of quantitative business courses. In his free time, he spends it with his two dogs, Atina and Butters, maintaining native and planted trees in the mountains of Temecula and hiking. Today he's going to talk to you about NU's Bachelor's in Business Administration, and we'll have a very brief question and answer period at the end. Thank you, Dr. Altamirano. Welcome.
Thank you, Tui. Thanks for inviting me to this opportunity to share some ideas about my program. And yes, you're right. I spend my weekends with my dogs in the mountains of Temecula. Let me share some 6 or 7 slides I have here about the BBA. Then I'm gonna just do the clickings. Let's see, let me find out this. And let me, okay, put the full screen here. Okay, for most students, maybe they don't know what the acronym BBA means, and that's the Bachelor's of Business Administration. The BBA is, let's say, most students and most people are familiar with the MBA, well, which is the Master's of Business Administration. The BBA is more or less the equivalent of the Master's in Business Administration, but of course at the undergraduate level. Then the BBA and the MBA, I would say, are the two most common programs in business schools, okay? There's not too much a difference of what a BBA is in terms of the structure and courses at National from UCSD or from San Diego State University or from any other school that you have. Because as I'm saying, the MBA and the BBA are more or less common to every school. Let me show you a little bit of what exactly you expect to have in the BBA. You know, the format at National University is 1 class per month. Then, as in the title says, if students take, let's say, 10 to 11 courses per year, then we could more or less say that the students can finish a bachelor's in Bachelor's Administration, bachelor's degree in 4 years. That's why you have here in red, you have four titles, right? More or less what you expect to have in the first year, what you expect to have in the second year. On the right side, you have the third year and the fourth year. The distribution of this is more or less to say, if you enter our program with no transfer units, if you enter a program just from 0, then what you're gonna do in the first year? In those 10 months, we expect that you're gonna acquire some basic general education skills. Those skills are gonna be in writing, are gonna be in communications, mathematics, maybe some statistics, and that's what you're gonna have, okay? Before you go into business courses, you need to have those fundamentals. You need to know how to write, you need to know how to make analysis, quantitative analysis, and maybe logical analysis. And with those foundations, then you can move to the second level. In the second level or second year, you're gonna acquire basic business skills. Here you can see there are some courses that call Economics 203, Economics 204. Those are microeconomics and macroeconomics. Then you have Law 204, Accounting 201. Every time you see numbers with 200s, those are the lower level for undergrads, okay? And that's what you get in the second year. By the third year, then we expect to really go into the core business courses, core business skills. As you can see, it's called the BBA Core. There, it's marketing, there are management, MGT means management courses, finance, FIN means finance, MNS means management, let's say science and statistics, EBU is international business, and BUS for 80 is the capstone. Then that's the core, right? You are gonna have the entire activities that you can do in a business in that third year. And by the last course is the capstone. And then we have the fourth year where you can take electives and you can pick or concentrations or not concentrations. To here, I want to explain more or less what we have in the program. On the left side, you have a list of the concentrations, which are gonna be basically 6 courses that you pick by your interest. There's project management, human resources, there's finance, there's entrepreneurship, marketing, accountancy, and so on. You can read that list. On the right of the list, you have numbers. In 2020, those numbers reflect the number of students we had per concentration, right? And on the left, on the right of it, the SUM 10 year, that's the total number of students we had in the last 10 years in those concentrations. As you can see, the BBA is a large program. We have close to 100,000 students last academic year on it. And they are distributed that most students, 55% of the students, do not select any concentration. They want to pick one course in finance, one course in marketing, one course in economics, one course in HR, and then they fill up their 6 courses, okay? That's the most popular way to do it. It's really very, very generalist. Other students just prefer to go to project management. As you can see, 100 students went to that last academic year. And in total, we have 1,000 students in the last 10 years that took that concentration. It's the first of the green part. In addition to this, we have a new concentration, which is in logistics and supply chain. We introduced this concentration this year because supply chain is becoming more important in businesses. And because we know that students also would like to complement project management with supply chain, okay? Then what exactly you can do with these skills that you're gonna get, the skills, basic skills and business skills, and if you select some concentration, okay, where are gonna be your job after that? The idea of the PBA is to give you a broad perspective of all areas in businesses. Then you can find works after that, working in an accounting office, management service, finance, economics, statistics, human resources, international business, market, operation management, and supply chain. I mean, you can really enter into any of those areas after that. Of course, also you can go into a graduate program, and because our program is so general, then you can also expect that you can go to any business degree. The most popular maybe are gonna be the MBA, if it's completely related to business, but you can go to programs in other areas too, right? You can have a master's degree in human resources, marketing, operations management, or international business. There's the entire spectrum open for you if you graduate from the BBA. As I said, this is a general program and every school more or less offers the same thing. But how do we at national universities perceive our students can find a job later on, right? Are they very well prepared or not? To do that, then we have some numbers to show, academic numbers. That's what we focus on. At the end of the program, our students take a comprehensive exam, an exam that asks them questions about what employers expect students to have or to know about accounting, business ethics, business finance, economics, global dimension of business, legal environment, management, marketing, and statistics. Again, it's questions about what employers expect you to have once you graduate and you start working. And we don't do that exam internally. We have subcontracted Peregrine Inc. to do it, okay? And then Peregrine Inc. is an accredited institution that most schools use to do this type of calculation. And then that allows us to compare how our students take or how students perform in this exam, right? About the competencies employees want to have from our students compared to the students in other universities. Then here, the blue bars are the results of national university students in the BBA. The orange bar, it's the most highest competitor we have. That's called Region 8 from IACBE. IACBE is our accreditor. The BBA is accreditor, and the School of Business is accredited by IACBE. Then other universities that are in the same and in the region, the Western region, turn out to be the highest competitors that we have, okay? And then when we compare national university students with the highest competitor we have, then you can see that in total, our percentage is 70.8. The percent of the highest competitors are 63.6. Then we are above that. Then you are getting a good program, a good quality program, okay, a good education, and you can show this to our students. Some of our students perform 100% in this exam, and then they can add to when they are looking for a job, they put this information as part of the resume, and they said, I took an exam, and I have in the top 1 percentile of all students in the US at the BBA level. The other important thing you can notice is that the blue bars are higher than the orange bars in all subjects that we have. This is not just the total, right? It's for every subject. Our students outperform students from other universities. Then with this, I just want to make sure that you want to make sure that you have the message that really you have a quality program from national university. It's not that you're gonna grade and you're not gonna be able to find a job. You will gonna be able to find a job. There are two more things here. Things that appear new elements in the program in the last year. We have a transition program. If you want to continue from undergrad to graduate school, then we created 2 paths that help you to go a little bit faster, okay? Then those are the transition programs from the BBA to the MBA, and from the BBA to the Masters in Marketing. Then you can go to those 2 programs that we have at National University a little bit faster than other students that who have to take all courses. Also, something new that we added is that when you want to start the program at the National University, you're going to be in contact with people what's called Enrollment Advisors. After you are enrolled for the first year or the first months, then you have also another administrative advisor called Academic Advisor. Last year we introduced faculty advisors. Then once you start the program, the BBA, we have today 9 faculty, full-time faculty, who are gonna be following you, the progress and the logic of what you are doing. And they are not gonna be, the faculty is not gonna be the persons who are being enrolling you in courses. It's gonna be the person that you talk with, or he sees and says, hey, it seems that you're not really doing well in statistics. Why is this? Let's try to find a solution, right? Do not take statistics before, right? Do not take statistics before taking math, the good math courses that we need. And that's the type of orientation we give to the students. Those are called faculty advisors. I think that was a general review. Then we can go into questions and answers by Tui. And at the bottom on the other side, you can see that there's my email. If you want to ask me a question about the program directly, you can send me an email there, and Altamirano@nu.edu. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Altamirano. Just a couple questions for you. I know that the BBA program, like most of National's programs, can be done completely online, correct?
Yes.
But I was wondering, is there a specific month? Like I know that, for example, with a psychology program, you have a certain month that you start for the cohort, or is it open enrollment for any month?
Okay. Uh, the BBA is a large program. As I showed you, for instance, last year we had 1,000 students.
Uh-huh.
Then there is enough students to have courses every month.
Right.
And we usually start every 2 months
Okay.
when it's online. I think at the end of fiscal year 2020, at the end of this year, 2020, we are going to offer and start online every single month for the
Oh,
BBA. And any
wonderful.
month you can start. But if you are going into on-site,
Mm-hmm.
then we cannot have that flexibility.
Okay.
We cannot offer starting our programs in San Diego or in Los Angeles every month. Regions usually start every 3 months.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. And then I was wondering, does your curriculum have any kind of a practical approach or any type of internship?
No,
No.
we don't have internships. Why we don't have internships? Because we operate in a lot of regions. Let's say in San Diego, we have 6 campuses around some business parks. In LA, we have 4. Then we have also offerings in the northern part of San Diego, Sacramento. And then it was very difficult for us to organize internships, okay? Most of our internships were done until 2 years ago just in San Diego. But then when we expanded our online operations and there were more students interested online, then it was very, very hard to find good places for internships.
Okay.
For that reason, then, and because of our own limitations, then we just stopped the internship program that we had.
Right. I know that your instructors have a lot of real life business experience. When hiring specific faculty, are there certain things that you look for the BBA program?
Um,
I mean, I just
in
wanted
this,
you to confirm that that's
yes,
true.
yes. In the School of Business, we have full-time faculty, right? Like me, for instance, I have a PhD in economics, and then I'm full-time faculty. But I cannot teach all courses in economics. We have 4 economists in the school. But we need, of course, more people to teach courses that are offered every month. Then the way we select these part-time instructors are by not only by the level of education that they have to have at least a master's degree
Mm-hmm.
to teach in the BBA, because an undergrad, the minimum requirement that we have for education of our instructors is to have a master's degree in the area that they are teaching. And the way we choose, or you pick our preferred candidates. Those are the ones who have industry experience. Then if we have, let's say, a course in accounting, then we want a person that has been working at least 5 years in an accounting office. Then they can really do that. If it's human resources, then we want to have a person with a master's degree in human resources or areas related to business and some experience in human resources too. Then most of our courses, I should say, 99% of courses are taught by people that have industry experience before teaching for us.
That's wonderful. I always tell students that I meet, that's one of the big advantages I think that National has, is that not only do the instructors have this real life business, but it creates a great networking opportunity for students, you know, along with their classmates who are also in the field.
Yes.
Last question, can you tell me a little bit about how diverse the student body is, for example, international students or any other type of diversity?
Yeah, we have a diverse group in the sense, well, first, I would say in our program, more or less 50-50 male and female,
Uh-huh.
okay? Then if we go to ethnic groups, I think 40% are considered by themselves whites. Then we have Hispanics, more or less 30%. They have 28 or 30% of African American students. We don't have too many international students. I would say the population, I would say the percentage of international students is higher in on-site programs, and those on-site programs with international students are located in San Diego and in LA. We don't have international students in other regions, and we don't have too many online. I suppose this was because before COVID, there was this restriction that students do not have to take online courses or too many online courses. The other thing is we have a lot of military or active duty students. For these students also, the requirement is that they shouldn't take online courses, and we were teaching them on the base. 2020 is a little bit different because of COVID, and we don't have that restriction, and then students are just taking online. But if we return to normal in terms of on-site offerings, then I would say international students and military students usually prefer the on-site approach.
Correct. Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Altamirano, for such a very thorough, in-depth look into the BBA program. So I will, unless you have anything else you would like to add today, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll see you at the next session. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Tui, and congratulations to anyone who's interested in the BBA. And as I said, if you want to send me a message, just send me an email. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
Same for you. Bye.